All right, so let's look at quadratic trinomials. Now, trinomials means the trinomials means three. It means that it will give you three terms. So there's 1, 2, and 3 terms. Now, the C we see here is a constant. It's a number. It's always a number. Then we have a number with x. That is the coefficient of the x. We also have another coefficient of the s squared. So this is the format that to be given. Now, how is it solved? Now, the idea behind the quadratic trinomials is that when you give you a question, you will split this 3 terms question or this 3 terms statement into a 4 terms statement. Then you group the first 2 and the last 2, then you factorize. That's how it is done. What do I mean? I mean that you will split the bx over here, okay? You will split the bx term into 2. And how do we do that? What do we do is we multiply the coefficient of the x squared here with the constant. So we'll get a number. Then we'll find factors of that particular number. When you multiply, you get the number, the multiplication of this and this. But when you add, you get a coefficient of the x. That's the b. Again, what I'm saying is that you multiply the coefficient of the s squared with the constant. After that, you find factors of that number that you multiplied and got. You find the factors that when you add, you get the coefficient of the x, that's the b. And when you multiply, you get the number that you multiplied. The answer you got as you multiply the a and the c. Now, I think talking will be much understandable. So let's move straight to it. Let's pick an example and let's look at that. So let's pick a common example. Like this, we have x squared plus 5x plus 6. Now you see this and this are in the same form. The constant is this. The bx is 5. The 5x now. Then the as squared. The a is a number, but here the a here is 1, and 1 we don't write it, right? We don't write as far as letters and numbers, algebraic expressions are concerned. So it's the 1 is here. That's standing for the a. So what do we have to do? We multiply the 1 outside here. That's the coefficient of the s squared by the 6. So we will get 6. Now we'll find factors of this 6 that when you multiply, you get 6. All right. But when you add, you are going to get 5. So factors of 6. We have 1, 2, 3, and 6 as the factors of 6. So two of these factors, when you add, you get 5. But when you multiply, you get 6. So I'll go for 2 and 3. So 2 times 3 give me 6. That's the 6 that we are finding the factors of. But when you add, we get 5. So we'll use this in place of this 5x over here so that we'll get 4 terms. You're going to get s squared plus, so these 2 will come, then I'll add the x, plus this 3 will come, I'll add the x, then plus 6. That's how it will be. So the 3 term has split to what? 4 terms. Are you okay? Now, when you get this down, it becomes the type 2, the one that we did under factorization. So you group this first 2 and you group this second 2. Now you factorize. What can I bring out here? I can bring x out. So I bring x out in the first bracket. Then we left it what? X plus 2. Brackets close. Now here, what can I bring? I can bring 3 out. So I bring 3 out here. We left it x plus 2. Brackets close. Now after that, what do we do? This bracket and this bracket are the same. So we group that one, x plus 2, and put x plus 3. This and that's also in another bracket. That is all. That's our final answer. Because if we multiply this back, we are going to get this again. Are we good? Let's pick another example. So let's pick x squared plus 7x plus 12. The same way, the coefficient here is 1. So 1 times 12 gives me 12, right? So I'll find the factors of 12. Let's find that first. So I'll get 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12 itself. These are the factors of 12. Now, 2 of these numbers, when I multiply, I get a 12. But when I add, I get 7. I can see clearly here that 4 and 3. 4, so I'll use 3 and 4. Someone can also use 4 and 3. You get the same answer. So 3 times 4 gives me 12. But when I add, I get 7. So I'll use this one with x and x in place of the 7 over here. So I'm going to get x squared plus 3x plus 4x then plus 12. Now I have 4 terms, so I can group the first 2 and I can group the second 2. I'm going to get x bracket x plus 3 then plus 4. I can bring 4 out. I'll get x plus 3. Then I'm going to get x plus 4 in a bracket and also x plus 3 in the bracket. So that is all. That is the idea. That is the idea of it. Let's pick another example. So let's look at y squared. Okay, so after we get the factors, we will just pick 2 numbers. So if we pick this one, when we pick this one, we are going to get, we can use 3 and 9. But mind you that when we have 3 and 9, when you add, we are not getting, so you have to make one negative. So if I make this one negative, it will be minus 3 plus 9. That will give you 6. But when I multiply, I get 27. Are we good? So we use this in place of the 6y over here. So I'm going to get y squared minus 3y plus 9y minus 27. Because when I multiply this, I get minus 27. But when I add, I get 6y. Okay, so now I factorize. So I bring y out and I get y minus 3 here. Then here I can bring 9 out and I get y minus 3 also there. So the answer will be y plus 9 in one bracket and y minus 3 also in one bracket. Now let's pick one more that the coefficient of the s square, it's real. It is not a 1. Something like 5s squared minus 13x minus 6. We can see clearly that the first three that we've done, the coefficient of the s square was 1, but this time the coefficient of the s square is 5. And I say we multiply this by that first. So we multiply this 5 by this 6 and you get 30. It's minus 30, but let's use 30 for now. So let's find the factors of 30. We get 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 10, 15, and 30. These are the factors of 30. Now we want 2 numbers. When we multiply, we get minus 30. But when we add, we will get minus 13. When we add, we get minus 30. But when we multiply, we will get minus 30. Now, let's try some numbers. Now, 6 times 5 is 30, right? So it can work. We can also use we can use 3 and 10. It can also work. We can use 15 and 2. It can also work. So let's try these ones. Now, if I make here negative, 6 times 5 will give you minus 30. It qualifies. But when I add, I'm not getting minus 13. So let's put hold on that. Now, if I make here minus, 3 times 10 give you minus 30 as we are looking for. But when we add, we are getting 7, so it has not qualified. Let's come here. If I make here minus, 15 times 2 gives you 30. But if I bring plus here and I add, I'm getting minus 13. So we are using the 15 one. Because they are all factors of, but only 2 factors will qualify. This one does not qualify. This one does not qualify, but this one qualifies. So I will replace this one with the 13 over here. I'm just changing it. So 5s squared minus 15x plus 2x minus 6. Then what do? We just have to factorize. So we bring 5 out, 5x out, then we get x minus 3 here. Then we bring 2 out here, then we get x minus 3 here. We are going to get 5x plus 2 in one bracket and also x minus 3 in another bracket. Just simple like that. Just simple like that. Just let's pick another one, another question. I hope you are following. After that, I'll give you some questions to try as well. Let's pick another question. So we have 5s squared minus 2x minus 3. Remember, the coefficient of the x squared is 5. So we multiply this 5 by this 3, then we get 15. It's supposed to be minus 15, but let's find factors of 15. So it is 1, 3, 5, and 15 itself. So we want two factors that when we multiply, we get minus 15. But when we add, we get 2. So 3 and 5, if I bring that minus here, minus 3 times 5 gives me minus 15. But minus 3 plus 5 will not give me minus 2. It will give me plus 2. So let's change it. Let's make it 5 and 3. If I bring minus here, minus 5 times 3 will give minus 15. But if I add, it will give me what? Minus 2. So this is what we are looking for. We're going to get 5x squared minus 5x plus 3x minus 3. Then we group the first one and the last two. So these two and that 2. So 5x can come out here, and I'm going to get x minus 1. 1 because we factorize all the 5x out, so left it 1. This side we factorize 3 out. So plus 3 is out. Then we're going to get we are going to get x minus 1. So we are going to get 5x plus 3 in one bracket, and also x minus 1 in one bracket. Now, these are the questions that we were solving. We have solved for this. We have solved this. We have solved this. We have done this and that. Now, the ones that we've been solved, I want you to try them for me. But before you try them, let's solve this question 6. After you're done with question 6, this is yours. This is for you. This is for you. This is for you. This is for you. And this for you as well. Now, from there, you can see that there is k here, there is k here. There's b here, there's b here. So we can factorize, right? So we'll group this one and group this one. Let's factorize. So I bring k out. Let it what? K minus 2a in one bracket. Because there was k here, k here. But this one, there's b here, there's b here. And the numbers, so I can factorize what? 3. So I factorize 3b out. Then we are left with what? K minus 2a. Now, the sign here, please, it will not be minus. It will be plus. So that when you multiply, we are getting back to minus. So our final answer will be k plus 3b in one bracket, and also k minus 2a in also another bracket. So this is what we have for that question. Now, this is what we have. That's the final answer. That's the final answer. Because with that one, the s, that's the s component, that's the k. This one, it has been split into 2 for x already. So there's no need to clear it up again. It's so simple. So please, as I said, solve this question, this and that. And also, my number is on the screen somewhere. Pick it. You can send it to me on WhatsApp. Try your hands on it. And also, when you are solving it, make sure you try your hands. You just pause it. You try your hands on it. When you get the same answer, it's a plus. So thank you very much for watching. We are moving to difference of two squares. Thank you.